Hey everybody, and welcome back to Cajun Country Living. This is an exciting week for us. We're actually inside the house. It's nice in here and it is sheetrock time. We have a huge list and we probably shouldn't even be working on sheetrock, but guess what? That's exactly what we're doing.
Like we talked about, this is going to be one of those things that's going to be toddler proof because this insulation back here looks like a ginormous pillow to sweet 2-foot timer right here.
Yeah, we constantly trying to keep her from playing in it, so we got to get it sandwiched in where she can't get to it.
So we're going to start by putting up these sheets that we brought in last night and get the first pieces hung.
A couple things that we've learned already. Sheetrock is heavy and we know nothing about it. So here goes nothing.
And if y'all have any tips and tricks, please leave them in the comments. We would absolutely appreciate that. We really do take into consideration everything y'all suggest to us. So thank y'all so much for the people who have reached out to us in the past. And thank you to everybody in the future who's going to reach out for this video. Look, Ladley's even got her tool belt on.
Oh, let's roll.
Ready to go. Ready to go. So we are actually running our sheetrock vertical, and we will show y'all why whenever we get a few sheets up. So we've got plan A in Jim Wayne's hand, and we've got plan B on the floor.
Okay, we'll see how it works out.
Whoa, there. These are not rated for 250 pounds, Jim Wayne.
Don't know what to tell it. It shouldn't be sheetrock if you couldn't take it.
It ain't rated for 30 pounds either, sis. So now that he's scored it, essentially what should happen is it should just pop whenever he bends it back.
That's what the pros show on TV, so let's see. Okay. I wonder if I should break it back the other way now. That didn't go as planned.
Okay, so that's a no-go. Probably should have cut the paper first.
Let's try that.
Oh, perfectly clean. Y'all don't look at that, but perfectly clean. Look, it's like it never happened.
Except for that.
Well, I told you, it ain't rated for 250 pounds.
Okay. Hey, this is the first sheet, okay? You got to learn somewhere.
So we're pretty sure at this point you can't break away this little section that we need to cut out. So we're just going to go ahead and use a saw. Get it to it. Hey, that looks pretty straight.
It's definitely getting easier as we go along.
Well, being that that's the 4th sheet that we're gonna put up, and it's getting easier, by the time we get like the 20th sheet, we
we'll
can do
be
it in our
pros.
sleep.
Yeah, complete pro. Professional.
So this is where we are at. So Jim had to go help his brother with something real quick. So I thought that I would go ahead and cut this last sheet, maybe put it up, and go ahead and start cutting the sheets for the back side of the wall that we just sheetrocked. So if I go ahead and do that, then all we're gonna have to do is wham bam them up there. So the last little piece that needs to go is just a few inches wide right here. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that too. Finish out that wall.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want.
Okay, so there's a couple things we've learned so far. One is there is a trick to everything. Second thing is those tricks also apply to sheetrock and hanging it. But come check out what we've got done so far. First room, got all the walls done, not the ceiling, just the walls. So don't get too ahead of yourself. So this is the first room that we've got all the walls done. And we haven't got the ceiling, so let's not go getting ahead of ourselves. But at least we have all the wall up. And this stuff is not bad, but it's not that easy either. I'm hoping we get the hang of it here shortly. So we were marking on some of this sheetrock, marking it where we need to cut it, do all that kind of stuff. So the 2-foot timer thought that she would help out. And this is some of her marks. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna cut that out, but I'm not even sure how she measured that. It looks like a bass. There's his mouth, and there's his body, and there's his tail.
It's an abstract bass.
What an artiste.
So this is the first complete room. Now, like you said, the ceiling's not done, but complete for walls.
That's right.
So we did work lots of nights to be able to get to this point.
Yeah, like from dark to midnight. And we've almost hung 50 sheets so far, and I thought that would be a huge dent knocked in this house as far as the sheetrock goes, but it's not so much. But we are making a little headway. It is starting to take shape and starting to look like a home on the inside now instead of just a warehouse.
You want to show them where else we hung it at?
Let's do it. Y'all come on. So Lydia and I, we try to keep this place as clean as we can, but it is really difficult with this sheetrock. So y'all excuse the mess. Got tools laying here, pieces of sheetrock. Hey, it is what it is.
So coming into our room, we have worked and worked to get our room complete too.
And just like Ladley's room, we got all the walls hung, and it's such a learning curve. There's so many little tiny tricks, like screwing too close to the edge where the beveled edges are and it'll bust. We'd have to take a sheet down and redo it because we busted the edge and put it in a pile where we could use it somewhere else later on in a position that it fit. But all in all, I think it's going pretty good. It's really mind-boggling, the professionals that do this, how fast and how efficient that they are. It blows my mind. It's really fun to watch, but we're not those people.
No. This took us probably, all in all, probably 5-ish hours, you'd say?
At least 5 hours just to get it hung.
Yeah. Y'all have given us a lot of advice on tools to use, on just some tips and tricks. And the one thing that we have found to be pretty simple for cutting out our outlet boxes is actually that wood tool. Here, we'll grab it and show y'all. Okay, wood tool, oscillating tool.
Oscillating tool. I called this a rotary tool and got absolutely scalded here a few videos ago, so many apologies. This is the Hooters tool, I guess.
Yeah, I called it a wood tool this time, so I guess it's my turn.
The rechargeable Hooters. So anyway, the nemesis to all of this sheetrock is the receptacles and the switch boxes. And oh my God, we have done everything in the world to try to cut them to where they fall out right. I don't know how many of you have actually hung sheetrock. Some of you probably do it for a living. But if you can cut these boxes out and it works, we got a roto zip because we watched a video and the guy just roto zipped the box. Did not work for us. We totally train wrecked it and had to redo it. But this little thing right here, Lydia's dad actually gave us a tip, and Lydia would take lipstick and put on the outside of the box. We'd push the sheetrock up to it and then lay it back down, then you had an impression, and then we cut it out with this. That's been our saving grace so far. But if y'all have some tips and tricks, we need them.
And if y'all want to see that too, let us know because we'll show y'all. It's kind of like the lipstick on the pig kind of situation, except the outlet box is the pig, and that makes us
putting lipstick on
an electrical box.
Pretty much.